Everyone knows King Solomon had enough wives to fill a small community, 700 wives, and 300 concubines to be exact. But why did he do it? The real reasons are often misunderstood. It wasn't simply for lust or personal gratification. Let's dive into this mystery and uncover some mind-blowing insights. First off, let's clear up a common misconception. It would be impossible for any man, even Solomon, to physically engage with that many women. His harem wasn't about indulgence, but rather a strategic move in the intricate game of politics and power. In Solomon's world, marriages were alliances. By marrying daughters of foreign kings, he secured Israel's borders, expanded his influence, and created powerful alliances that kept his kingdom stable and prosperous. So where did all these wives come from? They hailed from various nations: Egyptians, Moabites, Ammonites, Edomites, Sidonians, and Hittites. Each marriage was a political treaty, a way to ensure peace and foster economic ties with neighboring lands. But as wise as Solomon was, these alliances came at a spiritual cost. God had explicitly warned Israel against intermarrying with these nations, fearing they would lead his people astray. And indeed, Solomon's heart turned away from God. He started building altars for his wives' foreign deities, an act that displeased God immensely. Solomon's wisdom couldn't save him from the consequences of his choices. Even the wisest man on earth was not immune to the pitfalls of human weakness. Now let's talk about some possible reasons for Solomon's choices. Was it ambition? A desire to create an empire of unmatched strength and influence? Or perhaps it was a misguided attempt to unite different cultures under one roof? Whatever his intentions, the weight of his decisions eventually caught up with him. In the book of Ecclesiastes, we hear Solomon's voice of regret. He reflects on his life, saying, "Everything is meaningless." Despite all his wealth, wisdom, and power, he found little satisfaction. His story is a sobering reminder that even the greatest achievements can feel hollow without purpose and connection to divine principles. What lessons can we draw from Solomon's life? Perhaps the most important is that wisdom must be paired with humility and obedience. Even the wisest among us are fallible, and our choices have consequences. We also learn the importance of aligning our actions with our values, ensuring that our pursuits do not lead us astray. So as we ponder the curious case of Solomon and his many wives, let's remember that true wisdom is not just about knowing what is right, it's about living it, even when it's difficult. Thanks for joining us on this exploration of one of history's most fascinating figures. If you found this story intriguing, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more deep dives into biblical mysteries. Until next time, keep questioning and keep seeking the truth. It's worth noting that Solomon's reign marked a golden age for ancient Israel. His marriages not only secured political alliances, but also facilitated trade and cultural exchange. The wealth and knowledge that flowed into Israel during this time contributed to the construction of the first temple, a marvel of ancient architecture. However, the story of Solomon also serves as a cautionary about the dangers of compromise. While his political marriages brought temporary peace and prosperity, they ultimately led to the kingdom's spiritual decline and eventual division. This reminds us that short-term gains can sometimes lead to long-term losses, especially when they come at the cost of our core values and beliefs.